input devices. Do you know anything about that input device? I think you all studied. Input devices are used to instruct data into the computer to perform a special task. Okay? And after processing, we will get some outputs. From some devices, through some devices, we will get the outputs. Then what's the use of output device? To get the results from the computer. Okay. Then what are they? What are the different types of output device? You know, monitor, printer, like that. Output devices are there. Different types of output devices are there. Shall we learn more about these output devices? Okay. First we will check about the monitor. First one is monitor. What's the use of this monitor? To display the data or information, to display the result from the computer. We are using monitor. We all know we are using different types of monitors. What are they? Previously we used CRT monitor, big one, you know, and then the second one is LCD and third one is LED. There are three types of monitors. What are they? CRT monitor, LCD monitor and LED ones. Let's check detail about these type of monitors. Okay.
First one, CRT monitor. CRT monitor means cathode ray tube. It's a full form of CRT, cathode ray tube monitor. This is the primitive computer that has been used since the early ages of computers. They are large and provide a wide viewing angle. Work using cathode ray tubes that move an electron gun to and from across the screen to emit light. The light beam collides with the phosphor dots on the screen to create an image by activating pixels. Okay, we all know they are big in size. In early ages we used like that monitor. Okay, it occupies some space, and I think you understood the meaning of CRT monitor. CRT means cathode ray tube monitor. Okay. Next one, liquid crystal display monitor. Shortly we say LCD monitor. This is the technology advanced form of CRT monitor that is composed of cold cathode ray and fluorescent monitor. The fluorescent panel is made up of liquid crystal which gives the monitor its name. This is a more efficient and modern version of CRT that occupies less space. Children, listen this one. This is the modern version of advanced version of CRT monitor. Okay, you all are familiar with this LCD monitor. It's composed of cold cathode ray and fluorescent monitor. And fluorescent panel is made up of what? Liquid crystal, which gives the monitor. What's the name of this monitor? Liquid crystal display monitor. This comes from fluorescent panel because it is made up of liquid crystal. Okay, and it occupies less space. That you know, CRT monitor occupies large space, but this LCD monitor occupies less space. I think you all understood about this one. Okay. Next one, light emitting diode. Shortly we say LED monitor. The LED monitor is improved version of its counterparts. It used light emitting diode instead of cold cathode ray, which provides better resolution even with the similar technology. The LED monitor is more energy and environment efficient. Okay. You all are familiar with this LED monitor. What's the full form of LED? Light emitting diode. Okay, and it's an improved version of its counterparts, and it uses the light emitting diode. Okay, then it is more energy and environment efficient. Okay, and these are the three types of monitors. First one is CRT monitor, second one is LCD monitor, and third one is LED monitor. Okay, I think you all understood about these monitors, different types of monitor. Shall we check next one? Our next output device is printer. What's the use of a printer? This is an output device that receives the text or graphic output data and allows the user to print such data on a paper. Okay, if you want to take the printout of your data, how can you take the printout? With the help of a printer. Okay, and this is therefore an output device that provides a hard copy of the data. If you take the printout of your data from the computer, that is called a hard copy. And if you type the data into the computer, or if you feed the data into the computer, that is called a soft copy. I think you all understood about soft copy and hard copy. The printout, if you take into a paper, that is called hard copy. And if you want to if you enter the data into the computer, that is called a soft copy. Okay, a printer has to be connected to the computer via cable or Wi-Fi. The driver software for the printer has to be installed to use the printer. Okay, nowadays printers come with the pre-installed drivers. The printers can be classified on the basis of size, speed and cost. What are they? Impact printers, non-impact printers. Okay, these are the two types printers. Let's check about that one. First one is impact printers. It's also known as character printers. Function on the physical contact of the printer head and the paper. This means that the printing head interacts directly with the paper, creating an impact. An example, dot matrix printer. It is an example of impact printer. What are the main points? It's known as character printer and functions on the physical contact of the printer head and the paper. And what's the example? Dot matrix impact printer. Okay. And the second type is non-impact printer. Non-impact printers function without any physical contact between the printer heads and paper. Okay. This means that the ink used for printing touches the paper, but there is no interaction between the printing head and the paper. Okay, the printing head does not strike the linked ribbon or the paper which is being printed. Inkjet printer and laser printers are the examples of non-impact printers. And main thing, functions without any physical contact between the printer head and the paper. That's the main difference between impact printer and non-impact printers. Okay, what are the examples? Inkjet printer and laser printer. Okay, I think you all understood about these two types of printers. Next output device is projector. You all are familiar with this projector. What's the use of this projector? Okay, let's check. This is an output device that reproduces the computer screen on a large surface area, mostly a white screen. Okay, projector displays the image generated by a computer that on a flat surface and increases the surface area of display. The most common uses of projector are in a cinema hall or in a classroom for teaching. Okay, you all are familiar with in our smart class. We are using these projectors to enlarge your data. Okay, and what are the main key points? It reproduces the computer screen on a larger surface area. Okay, it is commonly used in cinema hall or a classroom for teaching. I think all are familiar with this one. Then you know what is the main use of these projectors. Okay, these are the output devices. Okay, next is storage devices. Okay, what's the use of storage devices in a computer? We know not all information can be stored on the computer. The computer has a limited memory and overloading the same results in reduced efficiency. This is why there are devices on which the information is stored and these devices can be connected to a computer to access such information whenever needed. The most commonly used storage devices are flash drive, hard disk, Blu-ray disc, DVD and CD-ROM. Okay. Then what's the use of a storage device? To store more data into the computer. External devices we can use to store data because computer memory is less. If we want to store more data, we can use these type of storage devices. Shall we check what are they? First one, flash drive. Okay. Then this is most commonly used storage device. They are small portable device that can be carried in pockets. Can be returned multiple times. Oh, that's wonderful. You all are familiar with this one because always we are using this to load your games, films, etc. etc. Okay. It is composed of is that safeguards the printed circuit board of the flash drive. The storage capacity may vary from a few MBs to 1 TB. What is meant by MB? Megabyte. That's the unit of measurement of a computer device. Okay. TB means terabyte. Okay. 1024 kilobyte is equal to 1 MB and 1024 MB is equal to 1 GB and 1024 GB is equal to 1 terabyte. Like that way it will go. Okay. And we are always saying I have a 8 GB pen drive or 64 GB pen drive, like that way. Okay. Then the size may be in between MBs to 1 terabyte. Okay. Next storage device is hard disk. What's the use of a hard disk? Hard disk is a storage device for bulk storage. It can store and transfer large amount of data. Hard disk is also known as Winchester disk because of its early developers from IBM. It can be of two types, internal and external. Internal hard disks are embedded in the CPU and external hard disk is a separate box that can be attached to the USB port of the computer. Okay. And we know there are two types hard disks. What are they? Internal and external. Internal hardwares are attached to the computer. That means inside the CPU box. Okay. And a storage device for bulk storage, we are using this hard disk. Can store and transfer large amount of data, also known as Winchester disk. Okay. It can be of two types. What are they? Internal and external. These are the main points to remember. Okay. Children, what is this? CD-ROM. It stands for compact disc read-only memory. This storage device does not allow editing the data stored on it. Oh, CD-ROM cannot be rewritten. It's the standard storage device to store software, movies, songs, etc. It's an optional disk that can be accessed by inserting the disk in the CD drive of the computer. The storage capacity of a CD drive can be between 650 MB to 900 MB based on the features of rewriting the recorded content on the disk. CD-ROM can be two types. What are they? CD-R means compact disc recordable and CD-RW, that means compact disc rewritable. There are two types of CDs. One is rewritable and another one is recordable. In rewritable CD, we can erase the data and write the data into again it. Okay. And what's the use of this CD? To store the data. And size is up to 650 MB to 900 MB. And compact ROM means read only memory. Next one is DVD. Digital versatile disc. It's also known as digital versatile disc. It had been the most popular device since its invention in 1995. The initial purpose of DVD was to store high quality video, audio, and other files of large size because it provides more storage capacity compared to a CD. The data transmission rate is also faster. This is the reason that it was initially known as digital video disc but was later called digital versatile disc when its use expanded. A DVD can store data up to 17 GB. Oh, it's good. Really good. It is available in many versions named DVD-R, DVD-R+, DVD-RW and DVD-RW+. Okay. It's also known as digital versatile disc. It provides more storage capacity compared to a CD. Oh, it's really good. The data transmission rate is also faster. More data we can insert into this DVD. It was initially known as digital video disc. I think you all understood the meaning of this one. And the next type is Blu-ray disc. What's the use of this one? This is a technology advanced version of optical disc that is widely replacing CDs and DVDs. It can be a single layer or a double layered disc can store 25 GB per data per layer. Blu-ray discs are being extensively used for Ultra HD quality videos and for heavy gaming devices like Xbox or PlayStation. Okay. And Blu-ray disc more capacity. It has more capacity. This is a technology advanced version of optical disc. It can be a single layer or double layer disc and it can store 25 GB per layer. Okay. These are the different types of storage devices. Once again I am saying what are they? Flash drive, hard disk, CD-ROM, DVD drive, DVD and Blu-ray disc. Okay. Children, I think you all understood the meaning of storage device. Storage devices are used to store, access and edit information. If you like this one, please share to others. And if you want to get my previous videos, please subscribe my channel. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Then only you will get the videos. And if you want to get the next videos notification, please press on the bell button. Okay.